You're not allowing yourself to thrive. You're not allowing yourself to be all that you came here to be. You're not allowing yourself the abundance. You're not allowing the bliss, the freedom inside and out. Because a lot of people, let's say, have that freedom outside, but they feel guarded. They feel, I can't be vulnerable. I can't be myself. I'm not going to be weak, right? That's not freedom. And a lot of other people are feeling free and amazing, but they don't feel freedom outside of them. They don't have that financial wealth. They don't have that abundance. How can we have both? Because they're interconnected if we allow them to be. Today I'm sharing with you a massive, massive question. This determines your life. So I'm actually not even going to spoil it. Let's get to it. Do you ever notice the mind's addiction to suffering? Do you ever notice your own addiction to suffering? How we look for things that are negative, how we look for ways in which we're not safe, how we look for things that can go wrong. And it's beautiful, right? It's your mind trying to protect you, for you to survive in the human experience. Now, I observed something absolutely beautiful. It was a football game, and my son was watching. It was Switzerland playing against another team, and he was, cheering for Switzerland. And then Switzerland won. Switzerland scored a goal. And he went out on the balcony because everybody was watching, people like, yeah, and he's screaming and cheering. And I was like, hey, well, you can do that too. Like, this is the time. This is the only time you're actually allowed to yell on the balcony, okay? And he goes, no, I'm good. And then a few minutes later, the other team scored a goal. And he again goes to the balcony. And this time he goes, boo. And I'm like, stop. Notice what you just did. Notice what you just did. When it was a happy moment, you were like, oh, no, I don't want to celebrate. But when it was something negative, you're like, oh, yeah, this sucks, right? It's like, we want to emphasize that. That was a kid. But that's how all of our minds are operating. When something good happens to you, do you keep milking that? Do you keep talking about like, oh my God, you see somebody on the street, do you know what just happened to me? The best thing happened to me. And the next person, do you know what just happened to me? The best thing happened to me. Do you say the same story? No. The odds are no. Because you don't allow yourself to be happy. But if something negative happens, you want to make sure everybody knows that horrible thing happened. And what do you do when you say that? You go to the negativity spiral. And when something good happens, you don't go up the positivity spiral. No. Why not? Why not? Because your mind's addicted to suffering. All of our minds are addicted to suffering. Now, I'm going to quote Einstein. Einstein said that the most important question you can ever ask yourself is whether you live in a hostile universe or a friendly one. I recently posted a video. And the video got a lot of response, a lot of emotional response. People saying that, no, that's not true, and this is, spiritual BS, and people are snakes, and you can't trust, and the world's not like that. And how do you think their life is going? How is your life going? What do you believe about life? And this is, by the way, true in all aspects. What do you believe about money, right? The odds are those belief systems are reflected in how money is coming or leaving your life. What do you believe about self-expression? What do you believe about being yourself? Right? Is it, it's not safe, I get hurt? Or is it like, yeah, I'm in my power. Like, I can transform the world like that. I help everyone around me when I'm just me. Or is it the opposite? Are you trying to prove that the world is hostile? Are you trying to prove your lack? Are you fighting for your limitations? Why would you do that? And here too, I have 2 small kids. I've seen this happen so many times. Just like, here's a solution. No, this is why it doesn't work. And I can only laugh because I've seen my own mind do that. I've witnessed it through years of inner work. I've done this with clients where I'm like, you're fighting for it. Okay, but let's stop fighting. It's not about just dropping it. There's a way to move through it. There's a reason why your mind is doing that. And it's about going to that. It's about healing that part. This is what I do with my one-on-ones. This is deep work. But just here in this video, what I'm encouraging you to do is bring to awareness, like, whoa, I'm rooting for my failure right now. I'm setting myself up to fail. We're drinking poison over and over and over again and wondering why we're sick. The words you speak are the house you live in. This is a quote from Havitz. The words you speak are the house you live in. That is the world that you create around you. Is it smart to create words of lack? And words, thoughts, by the way, same thing. It's frequencies. Life is so generous. It gives you complete freedom. Freedom to be yourself. Freedom to be as miserable as you would like to be. Is that what you're choosing, though? Taking a deep breath here. Opening up your chest, relaxing your shoulders. What if you get to, I get to be me. Like, I don't choose this anymore. I don't choose this crap anymore. Like, really, it's like taking that off. I choose to be me. I choose to feel good. I don't choose to promote lack in my life. I don't choose to promote misery in my life. And if you're there not doing it for you, you're like, no, like this keeps me safe. Would you want someone you really, really love to live that kind of life of lack, of being on guard all the time? And hey, I get it. I grew up in that. I grew up in an unsafe environment. I shut off my feminine energy, that intuition, that like flow, that emotionality, because like that doesn't keep me safe. It gets me hurt. Let's lock that part in the basement. And it was so hard opening up to that again and doing the work, but choosing to do that because I wanted to be whole, because I knew that there was something more, and that closing off parts of me wouldn't get me to that. That's not real freedom. That's not even free will, right? We say, well, I have free will. If you're scared, if you're turning left because what's on the right side is something you're terrified of, maybe it's your emotions, maybe it's your feelings that you're unwilling to feel, that's not free will turning left. You're terrified. And I wanted to be free. And that's why I did the work. And that's what I want for you. So bring this to awareness. If you want to dive deeper into this is the work that I do in one-on-one clients. So reach out to me. I'll see if I have available spots. Can have a clarity call just to see if it's in alignment and if I can support you where you're at. Subscribe. There's a link, by the way, in the description with the free resources. Check that one out. Really powerful practices that will ground you and center you, and from that place you can build. Okay, so check that out. I thank you for being here. I thank you for watching, and I'm wishing you a powerful day.